Hello my dear friends, welcome to this exciting lesson in Revit. In this lesson, I'm just going to teach you on how you can model the 3D rebar on a continuous beam, as you can see from here. Now, there's a tool that I want to explain to you, and this tool is the one now which allows us to split the rebar. As you can see, we have the rebar split in that location, and we can see that the overlap is there. After we finish the modeling and also explaining on the tool which is used now to split the rebar, we'll also go ahead and detail like this. Everything that we are seeing here, we are going to do just in this lesson. And as you can see, this is the overlap, and the overlap that we are going to use, the tool allows us to control the lap length according to the code that you are using. So all that will be explained in this lesson. We'll also see on how we can do this section just in this lesson. So if you like what I'm doing on this channel, please don't forget to like my video, share with your friends, and subscribe to this channel. And without wasting time, let's proceed in this lesson. Now, before I proceed, I just want to ask anyone who is interested, to shorten the learning curve in terms of rebar detailing and modeling in Revit structure. Please make sure that you check the first comment. There is a link to my course, which I've developed a very detailed course in rebar modeling and detailing in Revit structure. Check also the description, the link is there. All right, so I'll proceed by opening this view, and what I'm going to do is to review the entire model here by removing the section box. Just click there. Okay, and now let me go down there and change to shaded, as you can see, then hold the shift and the wheel on my mouse and orbit like this. Now, if you want to learn on how to model the concrete element, because in this lesson we want to focus on rebar modeling and detailing, if you want to learn on how to model this one, please make sure that you check the card above. That is the link where you are able to model this frame. Of course, finish this one, then you can go and check out the other video. All right, so now what I'll do the modeling on this beam above here, so that we can do exactly what we have here, so that you don't say you haven't shown everything as you are claiming to do. So I'll select on one of the beams. I'll just select this one. Then I'll go to level 4. First of all, let me just go to south here. And I know that this is the beam I'll be working on. This is level 4. So I'll go back to 3D view. I've selected on it. Then let me just go to level 4 right here. Right. Let me just double click from here. I want to make sure that I'm working on the correct beam, so I'll select on it within the 3D view once again, then go to level 4. So this is the beam where we are working on. All right. Now what I'll do, I'll simply cut a section, all right, by going to view and click on section and go to properties and pick detail section. And I just want to have a section by clicking that point and that point, click outside and zoom in there, double click the head to open that section. And this is what we have. All right, let me just go down here and change to shaded. As you can see, I like it, being shaded as I place my rebar. Right, now to place the rebar here, you simply need to select any concrete element. In this case, it's a beam. Then go to rebar, just click there. Now under the properties, make sure that you pick the bar that you want to use. For example, I want to start with the links, so I'll use maybe H10, right, under the rebar, under the properties. Then you need to come here under the rebar shape browser. Make sure that you pick the shape code. In this case, I'll pick 52. Now, if this one is not visible here, you can simply turn it on and off from there, as you can see. So it's already selected from here. Now I'm going to use expand to host, and make sure that under the placement, you have the current work plane. Under the placement orientation, make sure that you are on parallel to work plane, right? If I use perpendicular to cover, you see that it will be in the wrong, orientation. So make sure that for the stirrup, you are there. And once you move in there, you see that you have it like that. Just click on it and click on modify to escape. Now we want to see double lines in terms of the rebar. Just go down here and change to fine level of detail. And here we are. It's right here. To add the longitudinal bars, you just need to select on the beam, right? And now select on rebar. Okay, now go to the properties, and I want to use H16, right? Then from the rebar shape browser, I can use maybe shape code 00. I think I'm going to use this one. Also have this one. Okay, let me use second one. Now, if I just come here, okay, under the placement, of course, I can leave it at expand to host. The placement here, current work plane is okay. Then the placement orientation, I'll use perpendicular so that I can see the bars in section like that. And that is H16. All right, I just want to place 2 bars, maybe on top and at the bottom. And what you're modeling should be according to the design, the way you've designed your structure. So I'll just have, the 2 bars, 2 on top, 2 at the bottom, and click on modify to escape. All right. Now let's go to level 4 right here, and we have the bars there. Now you need to cut a section along the length of the beam right here by just going to view, then click on section, and I'll just pick this point and drag it all the way up to the end. Now just reduce the box like that so that you just see what is within the box there. Click outside and now double click the head so that you can start seeing the rebar there. Now let me select on this box and make sure that you hold your left mouse and drag it so that you just concentrate on what you are working with. All right. Now to see the double lines for our bars, just go down there and change fine level of detail. If I want, I can also change to shaded so that I can see my bars. Okay, we just have 1 bar. I'll show you on how you can, change the number of bars. Right, so I'll select on this one. You see that for the stirrup that I place, if I select on it, I need to come to, to how many do we have here? What do we have here? I just need to change the number. All right. Let me just show you what you need to do. Okay, I'll select on this one. All right, we have the layout. I just not the fixed number, change to maximum spacing. And you can change the spacing now to whatever you want. You see that we have several options here of single, fixed number, but for this one, we're more interested in the spacing. So use maximum spacing, and now you can change this one to 200, moving, and you see that you have a number of bars just like that. All right, now, as I said, this is how the rebars are placed, especially if you place it in your section, but we want the bars to go from end to end. Then I'll show you the tool which you can use to split now within Revit. So what I'm going to do, I'll simply select that bar and hold Control and select that other bar. And now you just need to click there and go to edit constraints. Just pick one of the bars here at the edge, and now go all the way up to the end and pick the cover where you want the bar to end, just like that. And now you see that it will give you the distance between the 2 lines that I've selected, this one and the other one. Just put a 0 there because you don't want any offset. Click outside and you see that it touches there, and click on the green check mark. Do the same on this other one, or actually it's already selected. Select one, hold Control, select the other one. Then go to constraints, edit constraints. Now pick one of the edges there, and now pick the cover where you want the bar to end. I want to pick that cover there. All right, then click on, before you click on finish, put a 0 there so that you can just have, no offset there. Click outside and now click on finish. Perfect. All right, now what you need to do, select this one, hold Control, and this one. We want to add the hooks here. So you just need to come here under the properties. We have hook at start. Just put 90 degrees. Depends on what you want. And the hook at end, click there and 90 degrees. Move your cursor inside and you see that you have the hooks right here, both at the start and also at the end. All right. Now for the stirrups here, really you just have to copy it. But again, we can still select on it, and let's click within the host there. We can use propagate, select on the propagate here, use align by face because we just want to copy the bars that we have selected. And then this is the source face. The target face is this one, another target face is that one, and click on finish. It's as simple as that. All right, now if you want to adjust, maybe you want to leave a spacing about 50 millimeters, you can do that, but I'll simply drag it a bit Okay, you can put the temporal line there and make sure that where this bar is starting is 50 millimeter, if that's what you want. So I'll just do that and I'll leave it here just the way it is. Now it's time to show you how you can split the bars, because I could have been placing the bars on this one, again go to the other one and the other one, but now we have a tool which we can use to split the bars. Okay, so in my region, the stock length of the bars, the rebar, is 12 meters. If I just go to annotate, aligned, let me just measure from this one then all the way up to the end. This is 13.5. So this is more than the stock length. So now I just want to split, you know, somewhere here, because we know that the bending moment, maybe for a continuous beam, it goes like that. So for the top bars, if I want, I can split it here, and the bottom bar, I can split somewhere here. Okay, so what I need to do is to add maybe just a temporal line there by going to structure, and I'll use the reference plane by clicking there. Now I'll just place it somewhere here. If you want, you can place it in the middle. You can see once you move your cursor like that, you have that triangle. It means that that's the center of that span. I'll just click like that and just click like that. Then in the middle, we are going to use the, you know, the grid line. Okay, so I'll click on modify, zoom in here, then I'll select this one. And once you select this one, now you see that we have an option for splicing. We can split our bars. So I'll just click on splice rebar. From here, you see that we have a number of options. We have peak lines, by length. We can also modify the splices. We are going to use peak lines because we already have one line. If you just want to use by lap length, with this one, it means that now you can just specify, you know, the lengths, after which length do you want to split the bars, you can. But I like using the line because I can specify exactly where I want to splice my bar. So I'll just use peak lines. Then I'll select this one. And you can see that it's already spliced. And under the properties, we have rebar splice 60D. So it's multiplying the 60 times the diameter of this bar. If I just click there, you can see that that's the one speaking. And these things I can change. If I go to edit, I can change what I have here. So for example, we have the type. We have, if I just click there, we have 60D lap splice. If I want to duplicate, I can, and simply change. If I want to use 50D, I can simply click on duplicate and maybe just change 50. I'm just showing you what you need to do here. Maybe it's 50. This is duplicated. I can click on OK. Now I can even change from here to 50. All right. Just like that. And I can have another factor that I can use for splicing. Click OK. So, but I already used the 60D, which is fine. I'll simply click on, now let me go back to this other one, 60D, and click on finish. So you can see that my bars have been spliced from there up to there. Now let me do the same for this one here. I'll select the bar like that. Then I'll go to splice. Okay, now I'll just use this one as a line. I can select on that. You can see that it's already spliced. Click on finish, and you see we have it like that. Now, if I just go to my 3D view, let me just go there. Okay, you see that we have it here. Let me just select all the bars like that. Then click on filter, check none, structure rebar, apply. Okay. Then I'll go to view visibility states under the properties and click on edit. And within the 3D view, I want to check view unobscured, click OK, and we see we have the rebar seen like that. Now I just want to show you that this is our splicing. Okay, as you can see, let me change this one to maybe to, is it textures or realistic? Okay, maybe I don't like this one. I'll change it to realistic. You can see that there is an overlap there of the bars, and the bars are not intersecting, as you can see. Now, if you are not able to move properly, you can simply go to the view cube there. Then you can zoom in here and make sure that you place the center somewhere here, so that that will be now the center of rotation or orbit. See that now you should be able to orbit properly without a problem. Okay, so you can see that automatically it's going to lap the bars nicely. It's not going to intersect, and this is good for us. All right, so now what I'll need to do, I'll go back here and let me now start the usual detailing so that we see how we can quickly detail. The first thing, of course, is to change to 150. That is the scale that I want to use. Now I'll start the the detailing. I'll select, for me in my region we don't show all these stirrups, but if you show them you can leave them. So I'll select on that one and just show the mid one, just like that. Now this is easy to do. I'll select this one and show the mid one. Even for this one, select that one and show the mid one. All right. Okay, now I don't want to show this outer box. I can simply drag it like that. Okay, which is okay. And now let me hide the outer box by simply changing it under, deactivating under the crop region. We have it like that. Then I can select on these grids and simply drag it there. Select on this one, hold it and drag it up to somewhere here. And you can see that now things are coming out the way we want. All right, so now let's start now the annotation and detailing. So if I just go to annotate, as you can see from here, we can start with the mount rebar. Click on mount rebar, align mount rebar. Then I'm just going to use that tag there, structure rebar section 1 line, and I can pick on that, as you can see. Now if I want, I can pick the position. Okay, so I'm within that command. The leader is there. If I don't want to add the leader, especially for this one, I can remove the leader because I want my tag to be inside here. And if I want to pick the position, let me click there so that I pick the position. I can just click like that so that now it gives me an option to, where to place my tag. I can place it right here. I can do the same for this one. The settings are intact there. It snaps. I can click there and I want it to be somewhere here. You see, this is very, very simple. You can just click there, snap it there, click, and let me have it somewhere here. All right, now let me tag these other bars. So I'll go to annotate and I'll use tag by category. All right, now for this one, you can see that there's a bit of a change here. In other versions of Revit, you see the options bars here, but now it's above here. So the first option there is show leaders. For this other one, I want to show the leader, so I'll activate it. And now you see that I can point to this one and simply click there and point to this one. I'll quickly add these things because these things are easy to do. You can add all those pointers where you want, the tag to be, just like that. Click on modify and see we have it here. Now if I just want to edit this one, I can do that. I can drag it like that. It depends on what you want, really. You can select on that, hold by the elbow there, drag it like that, then have it like that, and you can do the same until you finish, all these. Maybe I want it to be this side is okay. And now I want to show you on how to align these tags. That's another feature that we have within Revit now. So I'll simply select this one also, select this one and drag it up to somewhere here. Select this one and drag up to somewhere here. Now if I just want to, to align this, that's another feature that we can use now in Revit. I can select the tags, hold Control, select on this one, zoom in, hold Control, select on that one. And now you see that we have these options. I can simply align it. Maybe for this one, it means that you align to the bottom. I can just click there. You see that these ones, the tag is going to move to align to this one. Let me also select this one, hold Control, select this one, hold Control, select that one. And I want to align it to that one. All right, let me select that one, and you see that the other two will move to align to the one which is closer at the top, like this one. As you can see, everything is here. We have our tags, and now I can just annotate now the dimensions there. I already have this dimension. I don't have to add another one. All I can do is just click on add witness lines, and now I can just pick this one. Okay, I just want to, to annotate those which are the grid lines, and remove this one by clicking on it, and also click there. Actually, I have to go all the way up to the end, so let me add once again this one and click outside. Right, I can select on it and simply drag it. I want it to be somewhere here. Then I can select on it, right click and create similar, and I can add some more dimensions, maybe from this one. Now dimensioning is easy, really. You don't have to, to spend, time on trying to detail, in terms of dimensions. It's quite easy. I'll click there, click outside. All right. Now, what I don't want to see here are these. I can just select one, right click, hide in view by category, so that everything can be hidden. I can select on that. Now, I'm just trying to clean up my detail. And now you can add as many details as possible. I'm just showing you what you can quickly do. Now, here you notice that maybe someone may not see where the overlap is, especially the detailers. I mean, those who are constructing. So I can use another tool which has been there in Revit for some time. I can select on it, and you see that if I just click on this option here, displace elements, I can click on it. Now we have this arrow, and I can simply move it. Now what this one means is that I'm not disturbing anything within the 3D view. It's just within this view, and I can simply drag it just like that, and I'm happy with what I have. Now anyone can see that here we have an overlap. I can do the same by selecting on that one, then click on displace elements. Then I can, for this one, I'll move it up a bit so that we can see that overlap. Perfect. And this looks good. So I'll leave it like that. Now for the sections, it's easy. I'll simply show you on this one by double clicking this one. It's already open. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll first of all annotate it. And before I even do that, let me change the scale maybe to 1 to 20, just like that. All right, now I'll hide that outer box by just clicking there, and you see we have it like that. And I can select that, hold Control, select that, right click, hide in view by element, so that I can just remain with this. I'll select this one, right click, hide in view by element, so that I just have this detail. Okay, now I can go to annotate, then align dimensions. Again, these things are self-explanatory. You can add, your dimensions by just clicking the first point, the second point, just like that. Click on modify. And the other thing that I want to do to annotate the rebar, I'll go to annotate, and I'll go to rebar annotation. I'll use this one, and you can see that that is the same tag that I use for the stirrup. I can maybe leave it somewhere here. Click the first point, and you see that peak position is there, and we also have the arrow. If I want, I can just click there, and I want to have my bar right here. I can do the same on this one. I just want it to be there. Maybe I just want to have my bar somewhere here, and just click there. All right, I'll click on annotate now for the stirrup here. Okay, I can simply use annotate tag by category. Then I can just point to this one, and we have that one. I can even drag it up to somewhere here. Click on modify. You can see that you can do all sorts of things. Now you notice here that here we don't want this intersection. I can select on it. All right, now let me try to use the displace elements. I'll select this one and just drag it up to somewhere here, because I don't want to disturb what is within the 3D view. I can do that if I want by just, using the constraints, but I think I'm okay with what I have. And this is what we have. And where's the other detail? So we have this detail, as you can see, and we have this one, as you can see, and you can start placing these details on your sheet. So this is how you detail your beams, and you can do much more in Revit. So if you like what I'm doing, once again, make sure that you like my videos and subscribe to my channel. See you in some of the upcoming lessons.